You probably heard the term AI agent thrown around a lot lately. It sounds a little bit like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? But the thing is, they're already here, and they're quietly powering a whole lot of the world around you. So what exactly is an AI agent? Let's break it all down.
I think this is the perfect way to start. It's a fantastic analogy. Before we get into any of the techie stuff, just picture this, a virtual intern. But, one that you don't have to constantly micromanage. You just give it a goal, and it figures out all the little steps, handles the annoying details, and actually gets the job done. That idea right there, that's the heart of what an AI agent is all about. Because really, that's what we're talking about here. This isn't just another smart tool or a fancy app. We're talking about a true digital doer, a whole new kind of employee that can see what's going on, reason about it, and then act on our behalf. And that's a fundamental shift in how we're going to interact with technology.
Okay, so here's the more official definition. But let's focus on the three magic words: observe, decide, and act. A simple computer program just follows a rigid script, right? But an agent, it senses what's happening around it. It thinks about the best possible move, and then, this is the key, it actually does something in the real world. That ability to act is what makes it so different.
Now, this slide is super important because it clears up the #1 point of confusion, the difference between an agent and a chatbot. Look, a chatbot talks. You ask it, hey, what's your return policy? And it'll tell you the policy. An AI agent acts. It doesn't just talk about the return, it actually processes it for you. It goes and updates the company's inventory system, and it even schedules the courier to come pick up the package. So to put it simply, chatbots inform, agents execute. Big difference.
All right, so how does this digital intern of ours actually, think? It's not magic, I promise. It all comes down to a really simple, continuous 3-step loop. And here is that loop. Sense, think, act. It's that simple. First, it senses its environment. Maybe that's reading a new email you just got, or checking a stock price API. Then it thinks. It processes all that new data and comes up with a plan. And finally, it acts. It executes that plan using a tool, like sending an email on your behalf or booking that flight. And this cycle just repeats over and over, which lets the agent constantly adapt to new information.
But just like with real employees, not all digital agents are the same. They really exist on a spectrum. You've got your simple rule followers on one end, and then these incredibly sophisticated strategic thinkers on the other.
So at the most basic level, we have what's called a simple reflex agent. It's purely instinctive. It works on a dead simple if this, then that command. The perfect example? Your thermostat. If the temperature drops below a certain point, then it turns on the heat. That's it. It has no memory of the past. It only knows what's happening right this second.
Okay, now let's take a step up. This is the model-based agent, and the key upgrade here is memory. It keeps an internal map or a model of its world. Think about a robot vacuum. It doesn't just randomly bump into walls. It actually maps your room and remembers the spots it's already cleaned, which makes it way more efficient.
Now we're getting seriously smart. Goal-based agents don't just react or remember. They plan. They think ahead to achieve a specific mission. Your GPS app is the perfect example. Its goal is to get you to your destination, right? So it calculates the best sequence of turns, and it's even smart enough to consider things like traffic jams and road closures to find the absolute fastest route.
And finally, at the very top, we have the utility-based agent, or the optimizer. This one is a real pro. It doesn't just find a way to get to the goal, it finds the best way. It's trying to maximize something called utility, which is just a fancy word for success, whether that's profit or speed or even your own happiness. The Netflix recommendation engine, that's a classic example. Its goal isn't just to show you a movie, but to show you the movie you're most likely to love.
So I know this might all sound a little bit abstract, but here's the truth. This technology isn't some far-off future thing. It is already deeply, deeply integrated into the tools you and I use every single day.
Seriously, just think about it for a second. When you ask Siri or Alexa to set a reminder for you, or you use Waze to dodge a traffic jam, or you let Spotify curate the perfect playlist, you are interacting with an AI agent. Self-driving cars, those smart Roombas, even the really advanced customer service bots that solve your problem without ever needing a human, they are all agents, all of them, sensing, thinking, and acting for you.
And if you're thinking this is just some niche market, check out this number. The AI agent space is projected to be worth over $47 billion by 2030.
A number that big tells you one thing very clearly. This technology isn't just growing, it is on track to become a cornerstone of how we all work and live.
And here we are. This is the big picture, the crucial takeaway. For decades, automation has been about handling one simple, repetitive task. AI agents completely change the game. They don't automate tasks, they automate entire workflows. It's the difference between a tool that can spell check your document and an agent that can research, write, edit, and then email that document for you. See the difference? It's huge.
Which brings us right back to where we started. This technology, it's not theoretical anymore. It's becoming a practical tool that's available to more and more of us. So the real question isn't if you'll have a digital assistant capable of doing real work for you. The question is, what are you going to ask it to do first? What is its first task?